Joined here by Ayanna Arceneaux. And Ayanna, we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you.
Hey, we caught up with you over the summer, but let's just kind of recap now. It's already January. How's everything been going for you since we last talked to you?
Everything's been going great. We're really working on fundamentals and getting ready for the upcoming season.
Coming off the year you had last year, of course, you had all the accolades. Like we talked about, what was kind of the most important of all those to you?
Just learning from everything that I did last year and trying to maintain and get better on doing it this year as well, and perfecting everything that I needed to work on, and all that happened last year, hopefully get it and drag it into this year as well.
And how nice too, when you get those, it just I think validates, all that hard work you put in, not just for yourself, but the coaches as well. When you get AllAmerican honors and stuff like that, I'm sure that helps mean a lot to you, bringing it into this year.
Of course, it definitely drives me to know that since I did set a bar for myself last year, that I have a higher expectation for this upcoming season, and so I have to use last year and make sure that I really look and go back to all that I did and making sure that I get it down this year as well, and just really show exactly how the coaches have been working with me, not just on the field and practice, but also in the weight room, and what Coach Mesker has been doing with me, strengthening me up as well to be able to come back this year stronger, faster, and hopefully performing better and doing better for this season.
How much more comfortable do you feel in the program too? It's nice. You had that first year you came in your red shirt, then you played the last 2 years. Now you're going in, your fourth year of the program, third year on the field. How much more comfortable do you feel, being out there on the field with your teammates and everything else?
Well, I feel like after just winter or fall and winter, we definitely get closer as a team as well, and so having the teammates that I've been having throughout the years, most definitely comfortable with that, and just being able to talk with the freshmen coming in and the sophomores as well with them, and because we do have a young team and that's on the field as well, and just the atmosphere of it is young as well, so just being able to get comfortable and knowing them more is a big thing that Coach Sarge has for us, getting to know the teammates, because if we get to know them off the field, we'll be doing better on the field. So.
I was going to say, how much does that continuity help, with this team? A lot of players, not just come in as transfers, but usually they're here for, at least 2, 3, 4, 5 years sometimes with this team. How much does that help knowing that the teammates you're going to play with most of the time when you started with as a freshman, you guys are going to finish together as seniors? That helps a lot with chemistry.
Kennedy and Chandler are the ones that, are by my side since freshman year, and Nikki came in my sophomore year. And so I've had a lot of experience with her as well, and it grew, but she had that last year off with her back injury. But, coming back, she's strong, and we still have that connection since sophomore year.
So, you talk about, going through fall camp. How much does it help, even though we're into January now, how much does it help getting that time in the fall and, helping you guys get ready for the spring?
It definitely helps because we played some D1 colleges as well as some community colleges, so it's definitely a different spectrum, but we got to face OSU but also face some community colleges, which helped with getting to know, being on the field together, because we did come with some different players due to injuries and stuff, and so it definitely helped with getting to know how they play and seeing how they play and how we respond to them playing, and what we need to work on to create a more collective atmosphere onto the field. And so fall definitely helps with getting to know our players, not just the friendly type, but also how they are as players, what their weaknesses and strengths are on the field, and how we can work together to either compromise or become a better unit.
When you think back to last year, too, with the results on the field, you guys made that push, real strong results in regionals, getting to almost to super regionals, getting to the regional final. How much does that drive you guys to, taste that more for this year? Because, in your previous years, even when you were redshirt, we were close almost to GNext trying to win the tournament. Mm-hmm. Couldn't get into regionals, but you guys got there last year. Now that you've had a taste of that, how exciting is it going into this year trying to push for that?
It's very exciting, especially now that that's the bar. The regionals is now, before it was just getting to GNext, now that we hit that and we got to regionals, now this bar is set to regionals, and that's our goal for this year, and that's what we're aiming for, most definitely.
When you think the start of so far this year, we're already a few weeks in. How crazy is it to think, we're already in the middle of January? How's the, first few weeks been going, and how excited are you to think we're only a couple weeks away from you guys opening the season?
Oh, yeah, it's great that we've only been a little bit into January, but we have 2 weeks from today until, we're on that field. My coach just calculated 336 hours, so it's coming close, and we're all very excited. I am very excited to definitely see how this season plays out.
When you look at the schedule too, like we were talking about, of course, the genetic's always tough, but we're having that tough non-conference schedule. How excited are you guys looking forward to playing that? Because we go to Tucson, you're going out to Florida, you're going to Vegas, playing some really tough teams that help really get you guys ready for the season.
Oh yeah, we all looked at the schedule and we're just ready to see how competitive we can work and how it's gonna go. Because if we do well, then we know what to work on, and we definitely can set our standards for how much we have to push and how we play.
When you think about the sport of softball, what do you love the most about it? What kind of got you into playing it?
What I love most about softball, it just does a lot for me as not just a player, but as a person. Being able to use the collaborational skills that you need to be able to be on the field and work hard, just determination, and it definitely helps once softball is said and done. You kind of go into that workforce and you can use some of the stuff that is applicable that you did for softball.
And how about your journey to Woo? Like we talked about before, a lot of your family's been kind of spread across the country, but being from just in Washington, talk about your journey to getting to Woo and how much you've enjoyed being here on campus.
I enjoyed it a lot. It's similar to Washington in the fact of weather and everything, but the campus it's a wonderful campus, and coming to Woo is a wonderful experience in itself to be able to further my education as well as playing softball and stuff. And so the journey, it was a journey of many ups and downs, but most of the time it was ups, and I love every part of it.
All right, Ayanna, we really appreciate you taking the time today to catch up with us.
I appreciate it.
Best of luck this season, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.